If you're from Wisconsin, it's likely that you love beer. And for beer lovers, this was heaven on earth.
If you enjoy a good beer, you come to this festival every year.
I'm Chad Sheridan from Lakefront Brewery.
My name's Eric. I'm the sales manager from Ale Asylum Brewing.
I'm Jamie from Wisconsin Dells Brewing Company.
Greg Harris, brewmaster at American Sky Beer, Hudson Brewing Company, Hudson, Wisconsin.
I'm Tanner Brethorst. I'm brewery chief out at Port Huron Brewing Company here in Wisconsin Dells.
I'm Dan Weber. I brew at the Great Dane Wausau location.
I'm Troy Vossler with Sconnie Brewing Company.
I'm Steve Bushka. I'm the brewmaster at Potosi Brewing Company.
My name's Allison Rolfe. I am the head brewer at the Thirsty Pagan in Superior, Wisconsin.
Rich Heller from Goose Island Beer Company out of Chicago, Illinois.
I'm Wayne Thiele. I'm distributing operations manager for Grace Brewery.
I'm Rocky, and this is Diana, and we're from Capital Brewery in Middleton.
I'm Joe Harder. I'm from Pearl Street Brewery.
Even the pickiest beer connoisseur could find a favorite with 28 breweries under one roof, serving everything from lagers to pumpkin to even jalapeno-flavored beer.
You like that? It's good stuff, isn't it?
I like blonde.
It's unique because it's a blonde ale that a lot of people, they have a blonde, it's kind of, I would say it's mellow. That's complex. You know, and that's a culmination of my wife. I'm being a hop head. My wife doesn't like hops. You know, on the 30-second recipe, she said, hey, get a hint, guy. There's too much hops in this thing. You need to do something different. So what I did is I used the hop back to bring out more of the oil essence in that in the hops, and that's what brings out the taste of that beer. So my wife and I lived in Europe and Ireland, and the big thing over there is about going to the pubs and having a good time and make it accessible, drinking 6-7 hours at a time. We designed that beer. It isn't like 1-2, put it down. It's grab a 12-pack, grab a 6er, and let it rip.
It's good. Pretty awesome. I love IPAs. This is a good one. It's one of the good ones I've had today.
So for American Sky, it's awesome. I love it. Wouldn't trade it for a thing.
Right now I'm drinking the American IPA, and it's quite tasty.
Hey, Chicago, Illinois. Go Braves, baby. We're here in Wisconsin. Let's go Dogs, baby. Woo!
What did he say? Bears still suck. We've got our Scotch Ale, which is a seasonal today. We got our American Pale Ale. It's our best seller. It's about 60% of all our business. And I have our Nut Brown Ale. I like to always bring a little bit something hoppy and a little bit malty. If I can bring a seasonal in there too, it's always nice to have. We always have to have Hopalicious.
Oh, Hopalicious. I love the Ale Asylum. I love the brewery itself. I've been there. It's an awesome place. Their beer is great. All of their beers are awesome. They're a great brewery.
Today we have our pumpkin lager. One of the few pumpkin lagers in the United States. Most of them are ales, so this one's a lot crisper and cleaner than most beers. We also have our Wisconsin Weiss beer, which is all Wisconsin products, from the yeast to the malt to the water to the hops, all grown here in the state of Wisconsin. The yeast was propagated through some barley that was grown here in Wisconsin. Jeremy King from Northern Brewer is the one who propagated it and ended up isolating one yeast that actually did ferment well. We ended up with a Weiss characteristic, and so we combined that yeast with a bunch of Wisconsin ingredients, including barley grown here and the hops, and combined it to make a wonderful Weiss beer.
I love Lakefront Pumpkin Lager. It's so good. Very, very good. My favorite.
Today we brought 4 of our specialties. We brought our Hefeweizen, which is a German-style wheat beer, our Honey Blonde, which is a nice, crisp blonde ale made with real honey, our German-style alt beer, real nice amber ale, and then our porter, which is a really drinkable porter. I really do like all 4 of them, otherwise they wouldn't be on tap. Most times if I'm going to grab a beer out at the tap room at the brewery, I'll go toward the alt beer. I really like that style. The alt beer is a mix of not only 2-row barley, but we have some crystal malt and some Munich malt that give it a real malty flavor, as well as the German hops that we put into it. We get hops flown in from Germany to go into that beer, and it makes it just a really fantastic beer.
Port Huron. Hefeweizen.
Very good, love it. Hefeweizen.
We're just trying to make great beer. You got to start with that, and the rest will follow. So that's our mission: is just make good beer.
This is Fiddler Oatmeal Stout, made with 10% oats from Potosi, Wisconsin.
We're gonna try the cave ale.
The Cave Ale. This is pure malt cave ale. It's brewed to the English bitter style. Potosi, Wisconsin. Pumpkin ale. Look at this, a new one. Big time. This is called Stingy Jack. It's a pumpkin ale brewed with real pumpkins, and it's a spiced ale. Once again, Potosi, Wisconsin. Pumpkin. Pumpkin ale. Love it. The pumpkin ale is made with real pumpkins. We roast them down in the oven and then put that directly into the mash. It brings a pumpkin flavor out in the beer. The oatmeal stout is made with 10% of the total grain bill is oats. You know, like Quaker oats, which you eat, so it's heart healthy, maybe. You gotta get a guy with the shot with a giant pretzel necklace on.
Thank you. Awesome time. Always a great time.
What does that mean?
It's a cheers. Want to start one? There we go.
Belgian triple sour from Thirsty Pagan in Superior, Wisconsin.
How is it?
Best beer of show. No doubt.
I have a lawn chair, which is a cream ale, and a Burntwood Black, which is a black ale, an IPA, and I have a barrel-aged triple. We've been a brewery since '96, and 6 years ago we were bought by Steve and Susan Knaus, and they changed the name to Thirsty Pagan.
This here 3 or 4 years ago, but I've made accessories to go with it. I've made, because I drink a lot of point beer, I save all my cases, and I built I made a cowboy vest and chaps.
San County. Boostraw.
Fireside Nut. Kugels.
Really?
Yep.
You're such a So the barley wine that's on tap today is our 10th anniversary beer, plus it's the beer I brewed for my son's birth. So it has 9 base malts, 3 specialty malts, and it's 11% because he was born on 9/3/11. So it's why it's barley wine. Yep, my daughter had her own beer too, Betty's breakfast stout. You know what? I got 10 beers I'm pouring today. I've got apricot, raspberry, I've got coffee stout, so there's a beer for everyone. Not all beer is yellow, fizzy stuff. That's the great thing about craft beers. I think a lot of people are learning there's so many flavors. There's always something for everyone. If you don't like the first beer you ever taste, there's always a flavor for you to come back and try again, and it's just so much fun. It's craft beer's like an adult version of Baskin Robbins.
We also like the Wisconsin Dells Brewery. That's really good. We go to the Musha all the time.
Here, our Oktoberfest is going to be one of my favorites. All imported malts, brewed for the Oktoberfest celebration, all that good stuff. And also our crop circle wheat. I can't get enough of wheat beers. I love the fruity, like the banana clove from it. It's real good. We have the German Pilsner, which is a traditional style, German Pilsner, well balanced. The crop circle wheat, and then the Oktoberfest we brought with us. Started in downtown Madison, a block away from the Capitol, and we have 4 locations in Madison and 1 in Wausau.
I think the Great Dane is an excellent beer, great finish. I recommend it to anybody who enjoys a good beer.
I'm looking forward to Pearl Street. I know they're in here somewhere.
So yeah, we've been making beer since about 1999. Started in the basement of a little bar, worked our way up. Now we own the old lacrosse boots factory, so definitely growing. It's fun. Go beer. We got a pale ale, we got a wheat beer, El Jefe, and Downtown Brown. That's our biggest seller. Our big one right now is the Dankenstein. It's a double IPA. It's unfiltered. We use Amarillo and Columbus hops in it. It's 109 IBU, so it's real hoppy.
got a high malt bill. It's about 9.8% ABV. Not for the faint of heart. We got a nice stout that we also are featuring its counterpart. So we got That's What I'm Talking About stout. It's a nice organic rolled oat stout. But then as a special thing, after we make the beer, we throw half of it in and keg it. The other half, we soak a bunch of coffee beans in. So about 20 barrels to about 12 pounds of coffee beans. So you get about a half a glass of coffee for every glass of stout. We call that one Java Lava. We'll be releasing that one in about a half hour or so. Excellent.
Pearl Street Brewery. What's it? Enkenstein. Enkenstein. Delicious.
The beer is awesome.
I love it here.
Great
Come back
time.
every year.
This is their hop cream. They're dark and they're fire. The hop cream, first taste, it tastes like like a pale ale, but it finishes like a cream ale. It's real smooth and finished. The dark is just very good dark. It's real mild, just all the chocolatey taste that dark is supposed to have. And the fire is a doppelbock. It's a Martian style, and it's really, really good, and it's just stronger than hell.
Capital Brewery, their Autumnal Fire is another one of my favorite.
We like Capital Brewery a lot.
Yeah, Capital's good.
Go Madison! Goose Island, we really like the Goose Island. That was also delicious. Chicago's always fun too.
I cover the state of Wisconsin for Goose Island Beer Company, but I've been making my own beer since 1994. We have 312, which is a American wheat beer, which uses wheat as a significant part of the grist. We also have Matilda, which is a Belgian pale ale, about 7% alcohol, really driven by the yeast, a lot of different tastes to that. And then we also have our Nut Brown Ale, which is about a 5.2% alcohol English style brown ale. Well, right now I'm really digging on the Nut Brown Ale. I like the big malt that goes through a lot of toasty and roasted type of flavors, a very full-bodied beer. And when it starts to cool down, I tend to go more towards maltier beers.
Goose Island, delicious! Yummy!
You know, I like the Goose Island Nut Brown.
Scottie beer, it's a classic American lager brewed out of Monroe, Wisconsin. And for us, Sconnie is all about celebrating the Wisconsin lifestyle. So whether it's beer, brats, or cheese, all those things are very Sconnie. So Sconnie can be a term that's synonymous with cheesehead or Wisconsinite. So I am a Sconnie, you are a Sconnie, or you can use it as an adjective. So bowling, eating abroad, drinking a beer is a very Sconnie activity, you could say. We started as a t-shirt company, actually. I started a company as a freshman in college, literally selling Sconnie t-shirts out of my dorm room in Madison. And then in 2007, started looking into how we could get a beer going. And so contacted a number of breweries and brewmasters, and eventually entered into a contract where we now brew out of Monroe, Wisconsin. In terms of price and taste and flavor, we're trying to compete with a lot of the macro style lagers, whether it's MGD or PBR, Budweiser. We're going for what I like to call local macro. So most people think of local beers as very crafty and flavorful, which is great, but we're actually going for a little bit more of a mass market beer that appeals to the everyday beer drinker.
Chocolate bunny. Chocolate bunny. It is wonderful. Very tasty.
We have Rock Hard Red. It's a flavored malt beverage, so it's different brewing process than beer. Over ice, tastes great, and it's always that. I only bring this here because it's such a demand here each year. All my kegs are always Rock Hard Red now.
I'm drinking the great Hard Rock Red. It is the best I've had all day. And this is the last place that I've been to. So I've been to the whole full circle and it's the best I've had. It's kind of like a cream soda, but it's 5-point-something alcohol. It's amazing. They say that you can buy it in bottles, so.
This is Gray's, and it's amazing. It tastes like raspberry, kind of a strawberry mix, but it's alcohol. I mean, heck, why not? Cheers to that.
Delicious. I've been back like 20 times.
I love this guy. I'm gonna marry him. I'm gonna marry him.
Empty.
It was the best. It's the best.
It was the best. That's why it's the first on.
Barry Levinson, founder and curator of the National Mustard Museum in Middleton, Wisconsin. And we're here because if you've got beer, you gotta have mustard. I began collecting jars of mustard 25 years ago. This month, when the Red Sox lost the World Series, I grew up a Boston Red Sox fan. I was devastated by their loss. I went to an all-night grocery, and when I was in front of the mustards, I heard a voice that said, "If you collect us, they will come." We have over 5,400 different mustards representing all 50 states, 80 countries, and also hundreds of items of mustard memorabilia. We're in downtown Middleton, open every day, and people can come and learn a lot about mustard. Well, America loves French's, America loves Grey Poupon, but there are a lot of great specialty mustards. We're here today tasting lots of mustards, including our own Slim and None mustard, and also the 2012 Grand Champion mustard from the Worldwide Mustard Competition called Three Monkeys Mustard. But we've got lots of different mustards for people to taste. In our gift shop, we sell over 400 mustards.
I've had this mustard before. My friend of mine bought it. This is an awesome mustard.
You know, if you've had enough beer, every mustard goes well.
A good time was had by all at the Dells on Tap. Music, mustard, and beer. What could be better? Join us next time as we continue to explore more of Wisconsin Dells. With The Wave, this is Andrea Gussel.
You guys having a good time today?
Very good time, thank you. My glass is empty though, I need to go fill it.
Go fill it up.
Okay, I will.